Hello everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' demonstrator in Australia on the sunny central coast of New South Wales. There was a tinsy bit of rain this morning, but we have a beautiful sunny shiny day, which was lovely for the event that I just attended. I attended a funeral for a friend of mine who's an ex-Stampin' Up person whose daughter passed away. So if I'm looking a little red-eyed, I am, but I'm okay. It was beautiful. Hello Trish, how are you? So I'm going to turn my day around and make some happy fun cards. Hey Glenda, today I have grabbed out a very cute pack of paper. I'm not sure if we've used it before together, to tell you the truth. Actually, we have used it together. It is the Santa Express paper. Hello friends, how are you? The Santa Express paper we're playing with. We hand cut some figures. The dancing Santa and Mrs. Claus and made a nice scene. So we're kind of making a scene this time. This is a card I did with my class last weekend, or the weekend before last, and my team this weekend. Yes, I'm very glad you caught me live too. Hi Margine, how are you? So I have paired that paper with the Christmas to Remember sentiment set, which is awesome. I'm so glad it carried over. Lots of fantastic sentiments. And I just missed a few people. Hello Peggy, hello Alicia. And matching that is the seasonal label dies. Hello Laurie, everyone's making it. I pushed my live half an hour later and everyone's popping on. I'm so glad you're still coming to visit, even though I'm a little later than normal. Now there are some things finishing up very soon. Our weekly deals end on the 28th, so we are on the final week of weekly deals. And there are some fantastic things. There's ribbon, there's embellishments, there's paper. I know, I am, thank you, Peggy, I am. Despite just attending a funeral, I am good. I'm glad to have you girls here. I really am. So thank you so much for joining me. And even if you don't join me all the time, I do appreciate the time that you can give me when you come. Oh, thank you for sharing, Corinne. For those who are popping in, don't forget thumbs up. Don't forget to make sure you have liked, subscribed and followed. That way you'll receive notifications when I do go live, and all those things do help the algorithms, the dreaded things, hopefully push my video for other people to find as well. Hello Sue, how are you? So I am going to see if I refresh my page that I am live. Let's do a fingers crossed, because I can see you, but I need to see myself. Yes. Okay, yes, I can see myself. Hooray! So it's been a busy morning. I've had roofers here fixing my roof from January. It is fixed. I have no more holes in my skylights and no more holes. Oh, the skylights just outside my window here in our pergola. The sheeting, the sheer see-through sheeting was, the top layer of it had hail go through it. So all the hail damage is fixed. Hooray! I'm so glad they're not here while we're live, because they were very loud. Hello Kathy, how are you? Now, let me see if I can get this video up. It's not playing nicely. Wonder why that is. I shall deal with that in a second. The other thing that we have almost ending, I just spoke to you about weekly deals. They're ending on the 28th. So if you want any of those deals, they will be here till the 28th, and that's it. So make sure you nab them. I've had quite a few customers nabbing some amazing products, and they are all our current products. It's not clearance rack or anything. They are products in current catalogs that are discounted. Hi Charmaine, how are you? and our perfect partners. These are the dies that go with some of the stamp sets from our annual catalogue that previously didn't have dies. Those dies are available to purchase as dies, or if you don't have the stamp set, you can purchase it as a bundle and save the normal 10%. Hello, Anne. Everyone's coming in today. This is amazing. I do have a finished card to show you. So this is what we're making today. Charmaine, who's on here, has made it twice. She came as a customer with some friends and made it in my class, and then she signed up and became a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and came to my team meeting and made it again. And she'd learnt lessons in between the two. Like I always say, I learn lessons from the first time I make it, and I try and impart those lessons, even if it's in a class, on the second time. And Charmaine was quietly laughing, and still is, because she knows exactly what I'm talking about with a couple of the cards. But we learned it was all good. It was lots of fun, lots of fun. So let's flick around, and I don't know how many cards we're making. Hey Ethel, don't know how many cards we're making. I do have a pack here, and I have a half made or an almost made card, and I have a pack here. So I'm just going to open the packs and we'll see what we have. It's always a learning process, Charmaine, and we never stop. Oh, let me just get you guys back here. I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to move things and I knocked you all over. Is everyone okay? Is everyone's heads okay? No blood? No blood? No, I can't, unfortunately, Alicia. We can only sell or recruit within our country's borders. So I can't even have the New Zealand girls across the ditch, who are amazing. But yes, oh good, I'm glad you're okay, Corinne. Thank you for marking yourself okay in Ellen's Tuesday video. That's good to hear. My pleasure. And Siri's trying to get in on the action. Yeah, unfortunately, that is a Stampin' Up! Rule that it's within the country borders. Unfortunately, because Alicia, I'd love to have you. We've had this conversation over the years and nothing's changed, sadly. But let's flip around and we can keep chatting. Otherwise, I'll chat here all day and get no card making done. But we can chat while I make these really simple cards, or at least I think they're simple. But yeah, let's, moving a cord and flip around, turn off the overhead light. Oh, there's still something sitting on my stand, glue, that just fell off. That's okay, because we will actually need that glue. So did everyone have a good weekend? I know it's like Monday and Tuesday where we all are, but that doesn't mean we can't talk about our weekend. I had a conference on Saturday where I did all the prep for my team meeting. So I was cutting while I was digesting the conference, and then prepping for a hurricane. I did hear that you guys, or some of you, do have some weather coming your way, and I am so sorry that that is happening. I'm just going to turn off the light and I'll be back. So are you in is it Florida that it's heading for, Alicia? I know I heard something. I haven't actually seen a news report, but I did see a friend of mine just wishing people in the Florida areas stay safe. But yeah, and then they said it hasn't happened yet. Okay, why? Sorry, I'm just trying to get my replay screen up, so just please bear with me for a second, because life is not being fair at the moment. It's not playing nicely. Okay, so while we're doing this, let's open the kit. So this one is completely empty. So I haven't embellished this card. I did have another follower, Jody. So don't forget to embellish the card and use embellishment. She loves bling. And I did mention on another person's video that I was watching that I actually thought of her when I made a card without bling. And I did. The card did not need bling. And I will show you that card soon, actually, because it's one of my team swaps. And it was a lot of fun to make. But by the time I made it, and it's a busy card, but I went, adding embellishments to this card will not add anything, but embellishments on this card, because this is our original, the embellishments just made it. West Coast in Tampa Bay, okay. Oh, yay, Glenda, yay. Oh, 2 new eyes. Did you have your cataracts done? I work an optometrist, so I always love hearing when patients have new eyes again. So by the looks of it, we are making 2 cards today. Oh, maybe more. Why do I have so many? Oh, dear word. I know what I did, and I've now cut way too much. That's okay. I think I cut enough for... It's okay, I will use these pieces another time because they're really, really cute, and I didn't think I was going to use these bits anyway because that requires hand cutting. But that's okay, I can live. I really like the ho ho ho. Damn. That's fine, that's fine. No, I still need one more. I need 2. Now, I'm assuming you would want me to show you this gorgeous designer series paper. So let's have a look. The good thing about this designer series paper is all the characters are multicultural. So we have Santa with different skin tones. So what I actually went through and did, I cut these Santas into strips and then I cut them up. So I was able to make them all the same size, which was great. And I cut them all up. So that's how I used it rather than hand cutting it. And on the back, you've got this gorgeous shaded spruce distressed diagonal stripe, which I really, really like. Now this next page is actually 4 strips, 4 identical strips that will make great scenes. I think I'm going to add some penguins to this scene and not use Santas. And then you've got falling stars. I have gone to use this pattern in another card, or I did I use it? I think I may have used it as a background, and then we put some vellum over it and some snowflakes on the back. Presents. Now these presents do not have to be Christmas presents. It's just a pile of presents. Then we have a polka dot on the back. Once again, not Christmassy. So we've already got 2 patterns that aren't Christmassy. We have a whole sheet of fa-la-las, and these are our Santa and Mrs. Claus that I used on the other card. Is that all the patterns? I did end up buying a second pack of this paper because I needed it for class. So we will definitely be doing a fair bit with this, and lucky it's cute paper, which makes it super duper easy to do things. Hey Mon, hey Bobby, how are you? Why have we got to be careful with Alicia? No, I didn't get this bundle. I only bought the paper, Margaret. That is it. I only bought the paper. Oh, sorry, Corinne. Corinne asked that. Hello, Margaret. I just used my entire memories and more collection to make cards. Yay, Bobby. That's a feat in itself. I'm so impressed with you. That's awesome. 2 weeks tomorrow. Well, I hope the healing process all goes well and the specialist gives you a clean bill of health, and then you can go get a new pair of glasses, just in case you need glasses, don't forget to get them tested. That's a professional side of me when you get the all clear from the ophthalmologist. Can you tell I say this all the time? Okay, let me go back down here, make sure I haven't... Oh, you only got the bundle, Corinne, right. See, I went the other way. I normally get the papers and then I can make them work and mix and match, because they have a holly jolly Christmas sentiment, happens to work really, really well with Santa. So that's what I'm doing. So what I think I might do, and I'll show you this, the finished card up front. I think we might start with the stamping, and then all we're doing is assembly. So the stamping, of course, as always, I have it set up on my Stamparatus, if I can get my words out, which is a little hard at the moment. Right, so I have this. I have to find my jig. That might be interesting. Because my jig didn't fall out with this stuff, I'm sure. Oh, here it is. It was behind the shaded spruce card fronts. And I need... So I was a bit... As I drop it on the floor, I saw that one coming. We've got Poppy Parade ink. I was a bit dubious about Poppy Parade ink with this, but it does fit perfectly, because I went, no, that colour isn't Poppy Parade, and I tried Real Red and it didn't work, and then I tried Sweet Sorbet, no, that wasn't right, and yes, but as always, Stampin' Up were right, and that was correct. We don't need our deluxe foam mat because we have a cling stamp set, so I shall pop that to the side. Now I have already made this jig, so I mark the corner and I mark with an arrow where the plate goes, because that makes it much easier for me not to have to remember where everything goes. So I just put it snugly into that corner, and then I just lay the die cut piece. Now this die cut is from Seasonal Labels, and the Seasonal Labels and Christmas to Remember do coordinate together, but the stamp set that all those beautiful other pieces are from is Christmas season, and I do want to use this set a little bit more, so you shall see some things happening with this in the future, because I neglected it a little bit last year, and so far I've neglected it this year, so I plan on using it a little bit more. Oh, no problems, Alicia. If I don't see you before Mother Nature breaks hell on you, good luck and stay safe. And we wish you the best of luck. Thank you, girls, for sharing the love with Alicia. So I already have this. Now I can go here. Yes, make sure that looks all good. Ink this up. Now, because we've got it on the Stamparatus, if we're not happy the first time, we can, so that's a bit blotchy for me, just a little bit, so I'm going to go in a second time. And I could even go in a third time, but I'm actually really happy with 2. Now, I'm just going to stamp this extra. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to put this in my use it up box, because I've already got 2 and that's all I need. And you know these shapes always go into my use it up box, and they come in handy when I'm after a quick card and just need a little something. But I can now throw out, oh, and I'm on a live video, turn it down please. I just popped this in recycling, because that was a scrap piece to start off with, and I will clean this later. Or do you know what? Let's just clean it now, because I did have Charmaine, and I'm going to explain this really, really well for everyone. Charmaine, you were asking me about the Stampin' Scrub, and it's something I kind of neglect to use in my videos a little bit. So I'm just, because this card's fairly simple, I'm going to take the time. So we're finished with the Stamparatus, and we'll use that in the rest of the videos for my class cards, because I have everything set up, and it just means that everyone can have some nice successful stamping, because sometimes in the class setting everyone wants to do it quickly to keep the class moving and not to inconvenience the person next to them, which I totally get. I was that person once, and I always used to stuff up. That is very hard to say. So this is our Stampin' Scrub. It has two, I know, they feel, I know, they're scrubby, but they're soft. Scrubby, but soft. I will put those jigs with the dies. See, Corinne, that's fine, putting it with the dies, but once you remove the stamp set, or the stamp from the Stamparatus, it no longer lines up anymore. The jig only works while you keep the stamp in the Stamparatus, and I don't have enough plates to be able to do that. Now, why don't I use a chamois with my cling red rubber stamps? Because they do need conditioning, and this is what this stamping mist is. It's a stamp cleaner. Now, let me have a look. Use the Stampin' Mist to clean and condition your stamps. Directions. Mist your Stampin' Scrub. Rub the stamp against the pad or mist directly onto your stamp, then wipe the stamp with a cloth. So you can do it either way. I just like the plushness of this, and that it really does get down if you get ink on the edges or anything like that. Now in this corner is water droplets, and in this corner here is the sun. So water droplets are my wet side, and then the sun is my drying side. Don't spray the cards, Ellen. So I just add, I always over spray. I know, I like suds. I don't know, does anyone else like suds like me? So then I scrub, and this gets all wet, and there are a few suds on there. It's not suds, but you know what I mean. It foams up a little bit, and then we scrub and dry. And that is now clean and dry, and I will just show you here. Let's see, that is clean, ready to go back in the stamp set, ready for next time I want to use it. Now I've had a few strays fall out here, but I do know this is a full stamp set, so I keep the sticky sticker back from when we mount our stamp set, so then I know if there are any stamps missing from my set. So once I put all these back, must go this way. No, this one goes over here. And then I know I've got all my stamps, so they all have a home. And next time I get a new stamp set, which will probably be in November, when I go to on stage and order some new things. I don't plan on getting any new stamp sets right at the moment, but I will show you how I put them together, because people do them slightly differently. Even though there are instructions here on the inside of the stamp set, that's what happens. Brilliant, awesome, Charmaine. I'm so glad you were here for me to show that to you. So block away, Stampin' Scrub off to the side, that will do. Now I'm just going to bring in my pieces, and where I've created a white mat for all of them. So this is my original card, and I used the full 10.5 centimeter piece for the ho 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 piece. Not that I'm calling anyone names, it's just what's written there, so please don't take it. Oh, awesome, Charmaine, I'm so glad. But when I was cutting up for my team meeting in class, I realized I'm not going to get enough out of a sheet, because a sheet is 30.5 centimeters squared, which is 12 by 12 inches. So I just condensed it a bit and cut it at 10 centimeters. But I think I like the look having the white mat all the way around. So tell me which one you prefer, mat all the way around or the column. I don't know. Okay, so I've got these pieces, and we've also got to add some ribbon, and I did have a couple of the girls in class. One, I haven't added ribbon to it all, but I will. So I've done a bow, I've done a knot, and then the girls in my team meeting went, I don't like tying around a card. I just liked having the horizontal element, and they said, I'm just going to tie a bow and use glue dots to put it on. So we're going to try always and show you, not literally try always, because I've only got 2 cards to make, not 3. And you girls can tell me, and guys, sorry Bobby, you guys can tell me what you like. Okay, that's that one there. Matte all around. Yeah, me too. Hey Leslie, how are you? What's your weather like out west today? Oh, because guess what? I can see grey clouds now, after when I came on, half an hour ago, and it was beautiful blue sky, full sunshine. We now have grey skies. We do get rain most days at the moment, which makes me doing clothes, I was going to say clothes folding. Why have I only got one of these? Oh, that's interesting. I must be one short. I wonder what we can do. I think I remember being one short, actually. I have a look through our scraps in the paper pack. I don't know why I did the glue that way. Would have been much easier to put it on the basic white card mat. But anyway, and I'm just going to wiggle this into place. So I do keep my scraps of designer series paper with the set. I do find that infinitely easier to then go and find what I need. Okay, so I have this. Let's see what we've got here. So I've got ho 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 bits. I've got, okay, so I think these scraps are just going, no, they're not fulls, they're just the offcuts, but I'll definitely use the diagonal stripe, because as I mentioned earlier, loving the diagonal stripe. We have some ho 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 strips. What is this piece? Do you think we can get away with this, and then maybe I can have a tree or something at the end, and then that covers where, because basically what we're missing is the front of the train. So I could change it, so one of the trees that I cut out when we were making the other card is there, so I could like put the tree there or something. Or I've got the presents won't work because we need something a little bit higher. Sunny but cool. Oh, don't impatiently wait for hot weather. Oh, I do not support that. Oh, you do this too where you keep them all together, and I've just got one of our medium clear envelopes that I keep all the little scraps in. Otherwise I find I lose them all, and just having them here, I can pour it out and then pop them all back in, and then just put them in my sleeve with everything. Okay, so let me glue this piece on, and I'm just going to try and use this. So tell me, I will sort this out, and then you can tell me what you think of the tree. I think it'll work. I'm going to probably tell you it's not my favorite idea ever, but I think we can make it work. Okay, and I've got just a bigger mat here, and then I've got our trees. Now I really only have to cover that front, and what I could do, I could cut off this bottom snow flourish because that's looking weird. So scissors. I want my scissors with the spring. Okay, so just let me, this has got a bit of a bodgy edge. Okay, let me get my scissors right in there, and we will you'll still see some of the snowdrift because there's one there, but then this way we have 3 green trees and 1 non-green tree, and I think this will work perfectly. That looks better already. Let's pop that in there, and then we can pop this right here, and I think that'll work. It's just we'll have a longer linear piece. See, it's the humidity that I like. Do you have the front of the train on the strips? No, I don't. No. And I think that'd look a bit weird if I then paper pieced it in. I'd want, yeah. I think we're just going for a cover-up job, but I do like your thinking, Corinne. But yeah, we're gonna have to put up with Owen's giggling again because he's emerged from his room. He got rudely woken up by the roofing guys this morning and went, "What's that sound?" Because, you know, they were doing a bit of banging, and of course it was right above his head. How have I lost my bone folder? Like, it's lost. It's not there. Hey, Owen, can you just turn your voice volume down? Because I'm still on my video. Inside voice. Thank you, David. David is now shutting the door, so Owen can use his big booming voice and not his inside voice. He's always had volume control. He's nothing like his mother at all. Everyone who knows me in real life may now laugh, because, hey, that's real life. Now, if anyone likes the products that I am using today, please go to my online store. I do have a link to lots of different things at the top of my Facebook page, and I will add a link to my online store after the video. So I just don't have it. Oh, wrong one. Not helpful. Not helpful. So we're just going to play with this layout. So I still want to see some of the ho-ho-hos, because Santa is always so hearty with his ho-ho-hos. Okay, I think that works because you've got the pink background. I think that works quite lovely. And I will put this on dimensionals. I may even double dimensional it, if that's a thing. We're just going to make it work. Use up what we've got. It's not quite the use it up box, but it kind of is. Okay, now let's wiggle jiggle this into place. Now this basic white piece is the height of the whole card. So what I can do, I can pop it down and then just tap it on the bottom, and I know it's completely square. Cheating in the best kind of way. Okay, so we have this here. What dimensionals? I think I have some edge dimensionals that came out of the class kit that I will use first, because someone has already lovingly snipped these all up. But I had someone didn't get it. Someone tried to throw out the edge pieces. Sacrilege. It's like, no, you can't throw out the edge pieces. Every bit of this, except for the backing, is totally and utterly usable. You just need to snip it, or you can use it as full strips. But yeah, I do like to cut them down when I need. Whoa, that flung right across my desk. Oh, wrong side. Okay, there we go. I know, Monica. No one was here, and I went to empty my my class bins that I have sitting on my desk. I have really cute IKEA metal bins, and I did the same thing. I went, no, and David went, what? And I said, I told him, and he went, oh, I'm glad you saved it from the bin. Not that I'm a miser or anything, but I do just appreciate getting my money's worth. Now this one I'm not going to put the ribbon under because I'm already there in sticking it down. Okay, so what I kind of want to do, I want to put them more on this side. So to double stack, I just put our first layer on, take off the backing, and then it flips over. How rude. And I just pop the second layer over the top. And then on this side, because it's going to be sitting on there, I will just put a single layer. So then it gives everything a bit of perspective then. And because this is just our normal designer series paper, it's not very strong. It just supports it. So this is where we make the commitment, guys. Deep breaths. I kind of want this. There we go. So I don't want to see any of this matte either. So, and I do want this to be flush against the bottom there. There we go. So I'll show you this way. Hopefully you can see, and you can see here that it is just sitting up higher. Okay, now sentiment. I'm going to see where that will look right, and I do think it'll look right about there. So I'll put all my dimensional adhesive across the top. Now where did I just put those? I just put those here. So I'm actually going to use a longer strip because I can. probably would have used this much anyway, but cut into smaller pieces. Okay, there we go. Yep, and then what I will do, I will pop just a couple of bits of glue there, so then that connects the bottom. And then we'll add our ribbon and our rhinestones at the end. So after we have done this building, and that is very crooked. Oh my dear word. I don't mind going over the top of the Christmas tree, but this sentiment really does encompass everything because it covers all the layers, so it kind of brings it all together. Okay, next card front, which should be much easier because it is just our normal layer. We're not doing any cover up here, and what I will do, I will wrap our ribbon around this piece. And I normally make side folding landscape cards, but I didn't for this one for this reason, and I'll show you the fix that I did when I made my original card. Okay, do my tap tap tap, and that is perfect. So my original card is a side folding landscape card, and what I did, I cut a slit in the spine where I wanted that ribbon to go through, but I didn't want hello Linda, how are you? Long time no see. Love it. Oh, you use them when you need a little bit. Yeah, Corinne, I use them more than that because I go through so many. You might need a little one on the top of the tree. I might actually. I will revisit that before I finalize the cards. But yes, I just cut a little slit in there, so I literally just go along with my scissors and I hack a chunk out of the spine. I didn't want my customers doing that, so I just made it a top folding landscape card, which, as I said, just isn't my preference, and that's okay. Now I've got to get my scissors the right way. I will finish these off today, and that's a lovely, lovely feeling, getting something finished and they're going, yes. It's like an accomplishment, even though it's not an embellishment or anything like that. I love finishing those sheets unless I don't have enough, and then if I don't have enough, I'm rather sad and going, no, but that's okay. Okay, so we have 5 because can't have saggy middles. I need to do the ribbon, but I'm going to, because I have these 3 tiny pieces left, that the top of that tree, you are right, top of the tree needs a little bit of support. So these, can you just stay there for a little bit, please? Just stay there. Okay. No, that's okay. I can, can I make this work? I'm not sure, because of course it wants to, I just wish it would stay where I want it to. Okay, now can I get this backing off without it lifting up? No, of course I can't, because everything wants to be evil against Ellen. take your pick tool, hopefully, no. There we go. Now, stay and stay. Join these two together so we have two, and I'm just going to slide this under here so the top of the tree gets supported. That's perfect. And I'm going to sacrifice that tinsy tiny bit and put that in the bin so I can handle sacrificing that ribbon. Now, ribbon is in my cart. I am using the crinkled seam binding ribbon. So this is quite a thin one. It's only 1/4 inch. Now, I am going to do a bow, and I'm going to show you guys how I do a bow. Because as most of you know, I do have my neuropathy and have issues with my hands. So my secret weapon is a pair of reverse tweezers. Stampin' Up! Do have reverse tweezers in our embossing kit, but I have a really good relationship with these tweezers. We know each other, we like each other, and I can open them rather fairly easily. So I just hold this taut, so I've gone all the way around the front flap of the card, and I just hold the knot just like so. It doesn't matter that it falls over or anything, I'm just holding it. Now this means I'm hands-free to do the bow. So I just make a loop with one end, because I had some people in class going, I don't know how to do a bow. They were never, I don't know, I just remember tying bows as a kid, and this is so soft. So soft. Okay, this way. Then we go around and we make sure that loop is still there. Pull that loop through the hole, and then we just pull. Okay, now these are way too big, and because I'm still just playing, we've got our tension being held beautifully by our tweezers. They really are my best friend. They are wonderful. Great sidekick. Okay, I'm now going to take the pressure off this knot and just give this, now it doesn't want to do it, just give this a bit of a pull. I'll make it a little bit smaller, and I am happy. I kind of like that it's sideways. Now I do have just a pair of scissors with some old crinkle seam binding around it actually. That's in Crumb Cake from many moons ago, and these are exclusively my ribbon scissors, and as you can see, they just cut like butter. So my recommendation is you buy a couple of pairs of our paper snips and you tie a piece of ribbon around one, and you keep those exclusively as your ribbon scissors. Oh, that's okay, Cheryl. No problems at all. No problems at all, Cheryl. All good. All good. Yes, we've been talking about my shop, and I said there will be a link. There's a link on my page or a link at the end. So I'm just going to take all the backing off these dimensionals. I probably should have measured where it's going to go first, but you know, we'll work these things out in time. Okay, so yes, that definitely needs to go further over. Don't drop it like that, Ellen. That's just silliness. Now I've dropped it in the... Please pray that this comes off. Oh, my dear word. Okay, it didn't rip. Now, because I've got this... there's a turn in it, but that's okay. Because I've got that tension quite nice, what I do is I just bend the card and I just slide this across, pop the card back where it was, and the tension, I didn't move the tension or anything like that. Okay, so unstick from my fingers, please. And this is going to go right there, and I'll see if I can pull this across. I don't know if it's moved. No, that is stuck, but that is fine. I'm happy with where that is. Now, let's kind of, look, you could have it either side, but I don't want to cover up the center. I'm more than happy to cover up the top of this tree. So, and I don't even mind if it slightly goes under the loop there. Let's grab my actual, see, I'm almost finished another pack of dimensionals, and I swear I didn't open them all that long ago. It's like they disappear. It's like someone comes in here and does extra card making and gets rid of them. I am wondering, can you hear my frog friend that's just outside my window? He's been around for a while and he's jumping all around the house. Sometimes he's in the front yard. I don't know if it's another frog friend, but sometimes he's in the front yard, sometimes he's in the backyard, and it has started raining. I can hear the rain, so we will see if our new roof panels are waterproof. I do hope they are, because they did such an efficient job this morning putting them up. They were here fixing everything, and they were here for like an hour. I was rather impressed. Ah, there goes my frog friend. Okay, so dimensionals at the top, glue at the bottom, that is on. Now, I just want to do a bow for this one, and I'll show you how I do that. And I do all my tying off the roll. I tend to use less. So I've just made a loop, I've wrapped it around my finger, and then I make a loop and pop it through where my finger was, and that's how I do a bow. And then I just lightly hold. This knot does not want to work for me. Come on, knot, let me pull back through. There we go, kind of, sort of, it's not being kind. Jeez Louise, there we go. Do kind of want to make the loop smaller. Okay, apparently we might just be going for a large flouncy. Oh no, there we go. There we go, that's quite nice. I'm going to leave these ends long for the moment and just see where we might like to take it. Okay, so I'm finished with the ribbon. I just think it's a nice touch because it's very papery. So it is just a nice touch. So kind of like that there. To attach it, I'm going to grab a mini glue dot because they are the bomb. They're the best. And then all we have to do is add our gems. And of course, 2 cards have taken us an hour because we've been chatting. You thought you heard a frog? Yeah, he turned up, I don't know, about a week ago. I think he's loving the rain. Okay, so I just put the glue dot where I want the bow on the card, and then I'm going to take the bow to the dot. Now I can still fluff around here because it is now adhered. I can okay, so I want to roll that up a bit, and I do just want to make the ends a bit longer. Maybe I'll see how they, no, it does want to go back up, but that's okay. and about, no, that, and about there we go. So I didn't waste that much ribbon, which I'm pretty happy about. Not that it's really wasting, but, and that's that. So I have a knot on this one, a bow on this one, I have an all the way around little bow on this one, and I have an all the way around bow. Oh, I think I do need a bow on this one as well, so we'll do another bow. I lied about being done. Doesn't need a bow. I think this one might just need the red rhinestones, which I think I may have to reorder. What do you think? Should I reorder more? Because I'm almost out. So I'm going to put away this take your pick tool, because this has the die brush on the end, and grab my other one. Now the rain's coming down a little bit more consistently. I can hear it, but I don't think you guys will be able to. Okay, that there. And one, two, and I need maybe, oh, this might look cool. Haha, dressing up the tree. You know, because what do you do when you've got not many gems left? You use them all. Oh, how cute is that? I love that. Okay. Oh my God, that is so cute. And then we have a perfect triangle that encompasses all the elements, because when we create a visual triangle, we want every element, and the focus is the center on the inside. So I'll show you that. See if we can get that. And they're red rhinestones. So let me see. Yes, you can see them. So that's really cute. I don't know where my original one is here. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the other ones. We shall see. I do like one like being on the card base and one being on there. Do you need... I kind of want to do a trail of them out of there. What do you reckon? Should I do a trail of them out of the exhaust? Tell me if you think I should, while I keep going with these ones. Now these ones, oh, that is so crooked. I put that on so crooked. This one I kind of want the focus brought down a little bit. So I'm going to change the focus to like there. Got the triangle, but I've done it in a different way. Okay. So this would be the one I would do it on. So, no, I haven't heard from anyone yet, so I don't think I will do it. No, I'm not trying to use all the rhinestones. I just had a harebrained idea and thought, do I try it? I'm going for it, you know. And that won't use all the rhinestones, I tell you now. Look, it may look terrible. I want to use another word, but I shall not on a live broadcast. because that would be very, very silly of me. I don't know. You like it? Okay. Yes, Cheryl, I know you're giggling because you know what I want to say. So that, and maybe just one down here. Just because we've got a lot up the top, so we kind of need just a little one there. So then we've got our triangle. Just something a little bit different. Little bit different. Okay, I've got scissors galore here. Pop those ones over there. Pop the glue dots away. Where's the box? It's under the card. Pop the dust cover end on my take your pick tool. If you don't own one of those take your pick tools, or 3 like me, I personally own 3, and then I have 2 for classes. Yes, please tell me why you don't own one, because I need to know the rationale why. Okay, so now I have room to bring everything in that we have used today. So I'll show you the cards in a sec. I will get out all this stuff. We used seasonal labels for our sentiment piece. Our sentiment is from Christmas to Remember. We also used the basic white crinkle seam binding ribbon. If you were my gems, you would be hidden right here, and I'll pop them in this. So these are red rhinestone basic jewels, and I will add them to my list. Mind you, this is only, I think I got a big sheet of these just as they came out back in the days where we had display stampers at events, and this is my second sheet. So for me to go through then a 3rd sheet of rhinestones, I'm pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. Not your favourite tool. Fair enough, Cheryl. Okay, so the cards. This is the original, and I didn't use 3. I just went with the diagonal look. So that is our original. So I might just leave him there. But we did do one with the rhinestones spewing out of the steam stack. And we did just a bow for this one. And we did, I am missing a card. We did diagonal for this one. And then we decorated the tree with no ribbon for this one. So using the same template, the same design elements, we did a couple of different cards. So thank you guys for joining me today. I do appreciate your viewership. Don't forget to thumbs up if you like what you're seeing, and please feel free to use the shop, and you can also do a super thanks, a super chat, or super stars on if you can't purchase off me but you would like to support me. They would be gratefully accepted. So I will come back to you with another card. We may go non-Christmas because I've done a Christmas card today. I'll do my non-Christmas on Thursday, and I shall see you there. Shop link will be in the description box in the next 5-10 minutes. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Corinne, you like the gems on the same cards? Yes, you could change it up. You can't have it the same. Can't have it the same. But thank you for joining me. Any questions, please ask. I will answer you, or just send me a direct message. I will get back to you. Thank you, and see you on Thursday over on YouTube. Hi, Mary. Bye, Mary. Sorry. See ya.